Corpses hanging from the tree of woe rustle ominously in the wind.
Excuse me. Yes, I will take this to the end game. I've got to know how this plays out. I had a guy here earlier. I don't know if he's still with us. You can see him probably in the chat, the TTO Tropic. We were talking about that, and he said he ran it all the way to endgame and it was viable. I'm just trying to figure out what my last tree is going to be. Like, I'm certain I'm going to need to take Draconic. I'm pretty sure I'm going to take Primal Avatar. But then the question then becomes, what's the last tree? And the only thing I could come up with is Sharati. So we'll see how that plays out. So I don't know if we're going to see a lot of fire in here, but I am going to buff her up. As I've learned, I can't leave her anywhere or she gets murdered by Reapers falling from the ceiling. And so now we get to see if the science is real, because I'm going to see if I can blast this guy to Kingdom Come. It's going to be no mean feat.
The tunnels run deep beneath the tree of woe.
Yeah, like I couldn't come up with a third tree. The only other tree I could come up with was Exalted Angel for the fire and the positive, and I'm just like, well, that's, yeah, it's not giving me a whole lot. I mean, either way, I'm getting not much. So I'm like, I don't know. Oh, right, I gotta talk to these guys. Derp.
The wayward philosophers gather on the ice.
Let's see. Obligatory Fear Reaper. Fortunately, I have Prismatic Strike, which has rapidly become one of my new favorite spells. Have a bad day. Soul Yoink. %75% fortification, the inner resist buffs. If you want to splash like 5 to 7 points, Sentinel is amazing. 75% fortification, the energy resist buffs. Yeah, that's true too. Tanky is also good. But what about the deeps? If I don't have deeps, the people on the forum will laugh at me. I can't have imaginary people on a forum making fun of me and not thinking I'm cool. So good. It just never gets old. I thought, okay, well, this is going to be wear out, but nope. Fire grenades, it's still awesome. I'm still down with it.
Descending deeper into the glacial abyss.
I just wish he didn't have the Drew Bledsoe release on those things. It takes all year for him to get that thing off. For those of us old enough to remember who Drew Bledsoe was. He was a quarterback before the age of Tom Brady, who, thank God, finally retired. I just hate him so much. Just so goddamn much. I would splash to 7 points even on my throw if I could, but I need the damage bypass from Grandmaster Flowers on the Warlock. I use the Sentinel Splash. Interesting. I mean, since they rebuilt everything, like I used to be hard in on anything that added survivability. Like I always twisted Brace and I always twisted some of the other ones that were, like I say, extra fortification stuff, but now I haven't bothered with it because they rejigged the scaling so that it's not, you know, mandatory that you have maximum survivability to run epic elites. Never mind Reapers. But it's still, it's a good idea. I have to, like I said, I'm not married to any of this stuff. And you guys just hang out here, talk amongst yourselves. Hopefully they won't die. Set her to active. So she might heal herself. Let's do it. Kaboom. Oh god, oh, I missed the rat. But the DPS from Shirati won't be enough of a bonus to overthrow all the defense, I think. Again, I don't discount your argument. It's a good one, and I'm probably going to look into it. I think the only thing that would be gained from Shirati would just be the procs off of the Prism stance. I'm not sure that anything else is really all that great. Because like I said, I went through all the trees a couple of times. I'm like, nothing here is turning me on. You know, oh, hey guys, sup? How about a grenade? Sit down, punks. Anyway. Kinetic stance is better unless you're light or cold. Focus. I like Kofus though. Can I name I'm gonna name an alt Kofus in your honor. It's like Kofefe.
Arriving in the chamber, you see the glowing rune more clearly.
And see, that always irks me. There's the guy there. Can I wipe this dude out? Interesting note. I think my Warforged traits prevent me from being affected by the same, like the fear effects. God, I wish I had sprint boost here. Very slowly getting back to where I need to be. Hopefully they're fighting that guy. Dear God, this is so slow. Oh God. Please die.
The soul-bound brothers from the abbot's tyranny
Thank you.
opens the depths of the abyss and sends them to the afterlife.
Yeah, I'm doing it for repairs. The logic being that, well, first off, it adds a lot of defense. As I found out in the Hardcore League, the Warforged traits adds a huge amount of defense that you don't think until you realize that you can't be energy drained, you can't be petrified, you can't be paralyzed. You know, there's all these amazing bonuses that come with it. And yeah, and then you have the self heals. Because I'm leaning on my spell points anyway, it makes more sense. At least as a caster, I don't know that I do it as a... When I did it as a crossbow build, I didn't use the repairs at all. Because you need both of the repairs, in my opinion, to make it work. Unless you're a Warforged. Like, you have to have a Construct Essence and improved Construct Essence, or else it's going to be a super gimp. So, I took them both at level 12. So I had it all at once. There was no downtime between levels where I'm gimped for both heals and repairs. And I am grateful that we've come to a place in the game where evasion is no longer a must-have splash in every build. Well, it certainly does help.
Imprisoned in the cell before you is a dreadful doom sphere. Free me from this prison, and the abbot will shatter you the frozen remains of the
Let's do this thing.
The Doom Spear's most trusted advisor.
Always gotta be that guy.
The second soul has been released.
I want to know who it was that decided that it was a great idea to give Reapers evasion and punch them straight in the mouth. Here we go, moment of truth.
Are free, but mine
but what? There is a cunning plan in place here, however. Plan so cunning you put ears and a tail on it and call it a fox. And that plan is sacrifice the hireling while I fire my rune arm from orbit. Yeah, there's a lot of force, right? In Fatesinger? In the low-hanging areas. And I don't know what these guys are going to be tossing around. The big concern here is the massive constitution damage he's going to be doing with the stupid raise, but I've got scrolls, so it shouldn't be that terrible. Him out a little bit. Because he's a part of the game plan here. Get him to toss around something. Anybody remember back in the olden days when this guy was like an actual beholder and he like dispelled you and stuff? That was just such a bloody nightmare. Some of this. I just stoned somebody that's not me. My worst nightmare as a musician. Okay. Yeah, now it just makes you helpless, exactly. Alright, so what I can do, how do I want to work this? Prefer this rune arm. The dumpster fire gives me firepower and I can continually beat it. Nah, well, 6.5 doesn't it? I'll screw it.
Crumbles under your feet as the
Thank you so very, very much. That's what we wanted to do, and that's what we wanted to do. For this magical ability to speed my fall. So where is he? You know what you're gonna get, son? Some of this. Oh, that stings, doesn't it? It hurts bad. Oh. Say my name, son. Say my name. What a punk. Get out there. Some of this, do you? How about this? I hate this camera bug is absolutely gonna drive me to the brink.
breaks once again.
There's a camera bug where it suddenly goes, you can see Strim talked about it on his feed as well. The camera goes straight down and you can't do anything about it, like not a bloody thing.
The Doomspear's rage is barely contained by the ancient frozen abyss.
I've got heals. What's my range on this? Get him? It did get him. So you're about to have the worst day of your life. Nice. So, confirmed awesome. Dang, let's get that rock out of here. Ping. And look at that. I am almost at the next level, and I haven't had to do a single madness quest. Let's get out of here before somebody notices. The snap straight down, yeah.